Hey everyone, it's Jessie. I have a few projects I'm going to share with you today. So some updates on the projects I was working on and a new project that I started. And then a little bit later in the video, I am going to share a life update if you're interested and some exciting news. So let's get started with the first one. The shawl that I was working on, the Indigo blush shawl by Flux. It is complete. And well, let's just show it to you here. It's kind of hard to show you the entire shawl in this video, but that's what it looks like. I absolutely love it. It was all double crochets, so pretty simple to do. I believe she used, I think, don't quote me, but I think she used a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I chose to use a bigger hook. I wanted it to be more drapey, so I used a H hook 5 millimeter, and I love it. It drapes really nice. It's so pretty. It does look similar to that butterfly effect shawl by Bag O' Day I made. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it. But I love it. If I get a chance, I'll try to take a picture of this, but I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to do that. I find it is just gorgeous. It was so wonderful to work, so easy. It was just nice and relaxing, you know, once you get the double crochet hook. For those of you that are beginners, once you get to know how to do the double crochet, it's just a super simple shawl. So and it's nice and relaxing to work on. So I'm going to link that below in case you're interested. Whether you're a beginner or not, it is very nice to work on. So the next project I've been working on is a knit shawl called the Gradient Sea Shawl by Shandi over at Expression Fiber Arts. You may have seen this in previous videos. I am almost complete. I just have some tails to weave in and I need to block it. But this is really long too and hard to see in here. Now, one thing about this shawl is I really wish I would have thought the colors through a little bit more, because as you can see here, this is like contrasting beautifully. The colors just pop. And when you come down here, not so much. So that part I don't really like about the shawl. I think it would have been gorgeous if I would have had this navy blue color on this side too. It would have been beautiful, but that's all right. I still love it. This is my very first knit shawl. And again, it's hard to really see it. I don't know if I'll try and do a picture just yet because it needs to be blocked. But once I'm totally complete with it, I will do a picture and I'll insert that for you in a future video. But yeah, lots of tails to weave in yet. And I'm not going to be able to finish this shawl until after our move. Things have been pretty hectic, which I'll get into later. But we only have a little over 2 weeks before we actually move. And our place where we are currently is really small. And so it's hard to be able to, you know, lay things out to block in a small place, let alone having 2 cats that want to get at things. In our new place, we have much more space, and I'll be able to have a nice room where I can block it and shut the door so the cats stay away. So, more to come on this one in the future. I'm also going to link this one below in case you're interested in giving it a try. Now, when I first started it, I was really frustrated, and for those of you that watched some of my previous videos, you saw how frustrated I had talked to you about how I tore it out multiple times, but I finally got it down. And I absolutely love it so much. I am going to definitely make more of this in the future. So if you're a beginner knitter, now you might not want to start with this right away. You might want to start with maybe knitting some washcloths or something. That's what I did. Well, I started with washcloths and infinity scarves. and then move on to this, it's really not that bad once you get the hang of it. And yeah, for sure, I'm going to be making that again in the future with some different colors. Now the next thing that I'm making is, of course, another shawl. Go figure. I'm sure you're not surprised. I love making shawls. Now, in a previous video, I talked about making a shawl by Bagel Day, which was, I believe, called Whispers in My Head shawl. I went to try it again and realized at this time it's just not what I want to make because I have too much going on, and it just seemed, I don't know what it was. I tried to make it a couple times and I was just messing up. So I'm like, okay, that's not the one for me right now. Maybe in the future. And then I was searching forever, not sure what to make, and I finally came across a pattern that I thought was beautiful and elegant, and that's what I love in a shawl. I love it to be drapey and elegant. Yeah, that's what I love. The one that I found is called the Bella Vita shawl. Bella Vita means the good life in Italian. I did not know that, so that was cool to learn. And the shawl is by, I think it was Wilmade. Don't quote me, but I'm going to put that on the screen here so that you can see it. And I'm going to link it all in the description below if you are curious or wanting to check it out. So the yarn that I used is another Hirschner's Millens. I have this here. I love it because it has a lot of turquoise in it, blues and turquoise. I love these colors. So I started it, oh boy, I'm not sure how many days ago, maybe 4 days ago, and I've gotten quite a ways so far. One thing I'm not sure I like about it right now is the fact that when you hold, here, let me just show you this. So this other shawl, when I hold it up, it's nice and straight. It goes along nice and straight. It doesn't like, I don't know, it's just nice and straight. How do I explain this? Let's go to the other one. Oh, I'm dropping things again. So when I hold this one up, it doesn't go across nice and straight. Do you see how it kind of buckles up there? Yeah. So kind of, I don't understand. I think it's, well, it feels a lot tighter up here. And I think that's why, but I don't even know why it's tighter. I mean, I did follow the pattern, so I'm not sure. So it just kind of buckles up right in here. But that's okay. I still love it. It still will work as a shawl. It's beautiful. And let me show you some of the detail up close. So there are a lot of double crochets in the beginning here. And there's double crochets kind of throughout. And when you get down, there's quite a bit before you start these other rows. And then you have more of a design. It's still double crochets, but you're having spaces in there. And then come down a little further. We've got some puff stitches. Isn't that nice? So beautiful puff stitches. Then it goes into more double crochet rows, more puff stitches, and oh, in between here there are a few single crochet rows. Completely forgot about that. And then we come down to more double crochet right now. So it is turning out really pretty and elegant. I love that pattern, and it's not too difficult. You just have to make sure you're following the right rows in the pattern, because you kind of, it'll tell you, you know, you're going down the rows and it'll say, oh, go back up and repeat this row, and then go back and repeat this row. So you kind of have to keep track, which I don't mind. So I've been doing that. And what I normally do is I have a notes app on my phone. And so I will type out, I should say, all the rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, and then if one of those rows says to go back and repeat a row, I'll write that in there, repeat this row. It's just easier for me than always, oh, and then when I do that, I'll put like a little X on the row that I'm currently working, because then when I stop working this and I'm off doing something else and come back, I know what row I'm on. I'll just look for where the X is. I'm like, okay, that's the row I'm on. And I have it all listed there telling me which row to go back to if I need to. So anyway, hopefully that made sense. But that's what I do. And it's very helpful. So I will definitely keep you updated on the progress for this. And I'm also going to link down below where I found this pattern. It was on Pinterest. So I'll probably just link the website where you can go and find this pattern. I've been thinking about starting a second project while I'm working on this one. I, for some reason, love to have 2 different projects at least to go back and forth to, because I might, if let's say I'm crocheting this one and I get kind of bored, which I'm not bored so far, it's wonderful. But if I were to get bored, then I can go ahead and pick up the other pattern, whatever I'm working on, project, and work on that one. But I only have one going right now, and I'm a little nervous that it's going to go a little too quickly and it'll be done before I know it. And I want to have something in hand right now. It really helps with everything I'm going through to crochet here and there when I have time, because it just relaxes me. It relieves stress. Even if I can only fit in 1 or 2 rows or half a row here or there, it's so much better than not crocheting for me. But I did go quite a few days with no crocheting or no knitting. And finally, I started it back up. So that's good. Now, one of my projects, well, I'm thinking of starting another knit project too. And just had to get some of this yarn off of that shelf there. There's this Expression Fiber Arts yarn that I have that has been sitting here for a few years now. And there is another knit shawl that I've been wanting to work on, but of course I was, as you know, at one point afraid to even knit. And I finally had the courage to knit this one, which gave me confidence to possibly start this one. Now, in the middle of moving, for those of you who don't know, I live in Wisconsin. We're moving to South Carolina. There's a lot going on. I'm not sure if I should try a knit shawl or not during the process of moving. So I might hold off, I'm not sure yet, and maybe find another crochet project to work on, something that's simple or nothing more difficult than what this one is. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. You guys won't believe what just happened. I literally recorded the rest of this video and recorded some tutorials for you, not realizing that my little mic I had on completely died on me. First half of this video, it was totally fine, and then the mic stopped working. So the tutorials I deleted, and I have to start over, and I am starting some of this over. So that's the way my week's been going. So hopefully without the mic you can still hear me okay. I wanted to give a little bit of a life update. As you know, we are moving from Wisconsin to South Carolina, and it's been quite the busy process. We still have more to pack. This last weekend we had a yard sale or moving sale, and at the end of that moving sale we still had a good amount left. So what we did is give the rest for free, which I'm actually glad, because it ended up helping quite a few people in the neighborhood. So that was really nice, and I love to give things to people. It's just really nice when you can give something that's going to help someone else, and I love seeing that more than just dropping things off at Goodwill, even though we still ended up with some things that we ended up dropping off to Goodwill. But either way, things have been just really busy. I actually have been on a complete burnout. I broke down the other day because I was like, oh, this is so much. I have a full-time job trying to move and pack and yard sales and trying to keep up with YouTube. And so my apologies for not having a video last week. And I don't know it's possible it could happen again where I don't have a video. I'm really kind of bummed out about that because I've been trying so hard to have videos out for you guys and to keep up with, you know, the YouTube watch hours. And the sad thing is, since I've been on YouTube for over a year now, if I don't keep up with the videos, my watch hours go down. So they've been going down and there's not much I can do. But once I get to the new place and settled in, I'm hoping to have some new content for you guys, and I'll be able to put a lot of my focus onto this channel. So I hope that you will want to stick around with me, and I thank you for those of you that are. Oh, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, if you enjoy crochet and knitting and craft projects, please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and it really does help to support the channel. So on to the exciting news. My husband and I decided to start a vlog channel. Now, we are not professional vloggers by any means, and we have so much to learn, but we did start a vlog channel. We wanted to document the process of moving from Wisconsin to South Carolina, the process of getting our current home here, you know, all ready, everything we needed to do to get it ready for selling. And we also got some of our trip from South Carolina recently when we went down to pick a house. I did put some of those clips in a video on this channel. There will be way more, however, on our vlog channel. I am very behind on that channel. We have multiple videos recorded, but just not edited yet. Now, editing takes a long time, so it's hard to find the time to do that. So I think we only have maybe 4 videos up right now. And that vlog channel is called Steve and Jessie. So if you want to check it out, I'm going to link it below. If you're into vlogs or if you're just curious and want to check it out, please feel free, but don't feel like you have to. But no worries, because this channel is always going to be my main channel and my main priority. That's all I have for today. I hope you all are doing well. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.